piga tu pako poteza piga beat mpaka saa zile tunasema stop until she come. Twende kazi tukaribishe.
God is good in all time. Good evening. Mko aje? Yeah, we are back. Abia mwenzako, we are back. Yeah, we are here and we appreciate God for the day. Kimaya alikuwa amenipatia homa kidogo, lakini nilimwambia ashidwe. I am better and I know we are going to continue from where we put a comma. There was a comma, And maybe for those who are seeing me for the first time, I am happy to be in your midst. And as Kimaya has said all about me, and we are continuing with our theme. Our topic is friendship, relationship, dating, and courtship. And our theme today is connections with purpose. Connections with? Siku connect to obvious, ndio? Hakuna ku waste time. It is connection with purpose. And knowing how to navigate all this through God's wisdom. That is exactly what we are going to handle in the next 40 minutes. We see whether we can be able to grab something and out of that become more enlightened and more strong. I'm happy because today I've also been escorted as usual by my husband, George. You can wave. Yes. I told you we are continuing striving together. It's not easy, but this is our 29th year and we are not giving up. And we are also accompanied today by our young daughter, our last born. Aida, you can say hi. Yeah, that is our last born. And we thank God for the far that He has brought us. And because we are saying that we are talking about connections with purpose, I want us first of all to think about the word of God in Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 12, where it talks that two are better than one. Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of three strands is not quickly broken. Why am I starting with this? It's because human beings are relational beings. Abia mwenzako, we are relational beings. You can never live in isolation. Even those people who say they are introverts, I don't like to do what, they can never. Because human beings, the way we are created for relations. And that is why it is very important to talk about relations, even in church, You remember the story of Adam and Eve. Initially when Adam was at the garden alone, he was very contented with everything, but he was not very happy. He was not very, until when this human was created. That is when for the first time this man was able to laugh, because a companion came. So abia mwenzako ni lazima tuwe companion of each other. And I'm hoping watu hawajakaa from the same parishes. That is where I begin. I hope you are not, apart from the choir, because the choir, they have a mission after this. But the rest of us, we are not supposed to be sitting from the same parish. Because today we want to mingle. We want to do what? Yeah, you cannot connect with the purpose with somebody you see each and every day. What is new are you going to bring? You will not be talking about the things. The same matatus you see, you talk about them. The same things that you see. So today we want to connect with purpose. And I want to dive in onto why I'm saying about connection with purpose. And I want to remind you about love. What did we say about love? What is love? Who can remember what is love? We said there's a difference between love and being in love or feeling in love. And today I'm talking about the real love, which we say is a deep unity from the heart, which is maintained by a will and also maintained by a deliberate will from both of you. Feeling in love is just an emotion, and an emotion is just a wave that comes and goes. But the love that I'm talking about is the one that comes from the heart, that is so deep, that is united both mind, body, and the spirit. Then that is when we say these people are in love. The other one may be liking, it may be just feeling in love, but today we are talking about the total love that is also guided by God. What are some of the different forms of love? I'm just highlighting them before I go to the main issue. The different forms of love. The first one is filial. Filial love is the one that is experienced when people are having deep friendship and mutual respect. That when you, like the colleagues may have what we call filial love. We are only connected because we are working in the same place, and for sure there is mutual respect. The other type of love is what we call eros. Eros love is the one that is passionate and has some romance in it. It goes beyond the service. It goes beyond just seeing you, but I know you a bit better and a bit deeper. The other type of love is what we call storge. The storge love is the natural, the protective, the one that is experienced within the family. We call it family love. Then there is agape. Agape is the one that is unconditional, the one that we give to anyone. So ask uliza mwenzako, what kind of love do you have today? Anasema ako na gani ama amechanganyikiwa? Hata ajui leo ako na agape, kesho ako na filia, kesho kutu ako na eros, ajui ako wapi. Mwambie tafadhali decide. Because this is the confusion that is making us fail in many ways. Because you don't exactly know how you're feeling towards the other person. So you also don't know how to act, how to respond, and how to deal with them. Ambia mwenzako amua leo tafadhali. Kwa sababu inachanganya hata mwenzako. Today you behave like you are in eros. Tomorrow you are in filia. The other day you are behaving like I'm your brother, storge love. Now how do you want me to behave? Automatically there will be a lot of confusion. And that is why today we want to see how we can be able to overcome. And I want to highlight a bit, because of my background, what we call the triangle theory of love. The triangle theory of love. This one was highlighted by one of the psychologists called Robert Sternberg. And Robert Sternberg helps us to understand how we can be triangulated in love and how we can be able to navigate through the triangle so that we can be able to understand how we can be able to relate, to become friends, to court, and also to date. All those ones we are going to see. And we are talking about the triangle theory of love. We are talking about 3 components. And the first component in the triangle is what we call intimacy. Abia mwenzako, intimacy. You know, people confuse sex with intimacy. Sasa hivi nimesema intimacy, kuna mtu tu ameenda. Intimacy is just like oil. It is like the oil for the engine. Intimacy is like an ingredient. When you are cooking, you need some ingredients for your food to taste well. Si ni kweli? And yes, salt, sindio, unaweka, hata wengine wanaweka all those spices that you put. Yeah? And if it is a machine, if the oil is not changed, the machine knocks. the machine does what? Where are you? Are you together? Some of you are not together. When I'm talking about intimacy, I want to tell you the key elements of intimacy, especially in friendship, in relationship, in courting, and of course in dating. And that is why it is very important to understand the difference between sex and intimacy. Unfortunately, most of us, we run into sex before we even think about intimacy. And that is why the edges are knocking. That is why people are having a lot of character formation. Yeah, you keep on being developed your character to a point that you don't even understand your personality. Because you have allowed the people to use your body for sex and there is no connection. Because intimacy forms the connection. It starts with attraction. But some of us, even before you get attracted to the other person, you have started even undressing them. You have started even going to YouTube to look for the styles and highlights. So when we talk about intimacy, according to the theory of a triangle of love, it is the emotional connection between two people. Emotional connection. When we're talking about emotion, it is just at the surface. It is just here. It has not gone deeper. Emotional connection. I feel attracted to you. I feel I have a liking for you. At that point. And it includes developing trust. And when I talk about trust, I'm talking about trust for a human being. Not the trust that you buy from supermarket. You develop trust for one another, that I can be able to rely on you. I can be able to talk about my issues with confidence and in confidence. And I know I'll not be ashamed. It also entails developing closeness. I miss this person. I think I'm feeling comfortable with them. We are developing. We are not rushing. Because the moment you rush, you regret. R goes with R. You rush, you regret. But when you wait to understand and to develop the closeness, the trust, the friendship, and the support, then you feel safe even talking about your issues, and now you can move to the next component of this love. The other component is passion. Passion. And passion is about physical attraction. And physical attraction may come with some romantic feelings. I said human beings are relational beings. And emotions are part of each and every human being. Remember the other time I told you, if you walk from railways all the way to university way, and you are smartly dressed, and no man has looked at you in the eye with you telling you like you are smart, even if they have not said it, something is wrong. If you are a man also and you are well dressed, well groomed, and you are walking around the streets and there is no woman who is even looking at you with eyes of, you look nice. Something is. Passion is that physical attraction. And it comes with some strong emotions towards this person. It moves now. It moves us from intimacy. It is having some attraction. There are some character traits that I'm being attracted to, that I knew. There are some butterflies in the stomach when I think about you. When I want to text you, I'm not just texting you the way I was texting you like a month ago. There are some feelings that are coming in. It is growth. Abia mwenzako, it is growth. You are not abnormal. Yes. The third component is commitment. The third component is commitment. And this one now, it is the decision to remain loyal. You make a decision to remain loyal and maintain the relationship. Remain and maintain. Otherwise, if there is no commitment, if this person just remains in the intimacy and passion, my friend, pack and go. Pack and that relationship may not end very well. And when we are talking about commitment, commitment comes with faithfulness. It comes with responsibility. It comes with sacrifice. It comes with choices of remaining, of choosing to remain together in good times and also in bad times. Because I can be able to rely on you. Then we have just moved from intimacy, passion, and now we are committed. And this is what we call the trial. And remember, we are talking about the three phases of connection. And the first one we talked about, and I want to highlight again, is the friendship. Friendship is the foundation. Friendship is the foundation. And the focus of having friendship is to build trust, is to have what we call active listening with no strings attached. Abia mwenzako, with no strings attached. You know, some people in friendship, friendship is supposed to be very mutual, very open. But you find some people even become selfish. When you speak to me, tomorrow I come saying hi, very excited. You don't want to say hi to me because you are speaking with the other person. This is friendship, Bwana. We are just friends. So friendship is just building trust. And friends are supposed to help you understand who you are. Basically, friendship is just to realize who you are so that you can be able to unpack your personality. Understand even your temperaments, understand your qualities, your potentials and your abilities, so that even as you move to the next level, at least you have an awareness of who you are. The second phase we talked about, I don't want to dwell on that, is dating. Dating is exploring the compatibility. Exploring the compatibility. Now in dating, if you are selfish, I am okay. In dating, if you become selfish because I'm too much on other people, I am. Because we are exploring the possibilities of our compatibility. So we need to be together more than you are with the other person. And when we are talking about dating, the main focus is having what we call open and honest communication. Open and honest, and setting personal standards. Setting personal standards. And of course, we also assess the character. We assess? Hapa ndio tunajuaga chameleon. And if your person is chameleon at dating, don't move to courtship. Otherwise, you are going to regret. Utaanza kusema, I saw the red flags, but I assumed they are going. Do you know you can never change the other person? You are the only one who changes. Are you aware of that? So never wait. Never say, ati nagojea atabadilika. Atabadilika nini? You are the one who is going to change and go to the year world. Utamezwa kwa the year. So you better assess the character so that you can be able to determine whether you are going to have a long-term relationship or not. It is better to concern at dating rather than even courtship. And courtship, we say, is the path to commitment. The path to commitment. This is a very serious period. It's a very serious. Hapa kama hujaamua, just remain in dating bus. Because the moment you go to courtship, even the whole world will be able to understand. You are already taken. You are already in courtship. What we normally do, we have what we call shared beliefs. We also look for ways of sorting out our conflicts. We also start thinking about our families. How can we be integrated in our families? You are taken to the other person's family for introduction. They start getting to know wewe pole pole, and eventually now you have a mutual decision regarding a lifelong commitment or even an engagement. To the way. Remember, there's a big love and love. Situation is an intense, short-lived emotional highs. The ones we call a. So where are we? Where? Kuna mtu anasema what? What? Eh? Infatuation actually most of the time, it ignores the flaws. It ignores the weaknesses. It ignores even the red flags. And you get yourself in because of the highs. Because of the. So you need to ask yourself, yangu ilianza aje na nimefika wapi? Most of the time the infatuation actually focuses on what I'm going to get from the relationship, not what I'm bringing or what we can get together. Ukijipeana fikiri umependwa. Mnajuana na mtu Monday na Friday unasikia kama anaweza kukuoa. When they ask you if you know your second name, najua anaitwa Brian na Kevo na whatever. Where do they come from? From Nairobi. Nothing more. And already you are inside the box. Getting yourself out of the box becomes very hard. So you better get what we call godly love. Because godly love has enduring affection and commitment. It goes beyond the looks, but it combines all the aspects of human being. It applies what we call unconditional positive regard for the human being. It brings all the good aspects of empathy, understanding, trust, kindness. That is the kind of godly love you're talking about. It goes to 1 Corinthians chapter 13 that talks about love is kind. Love is not boastful. Love does not envy. Love does not keep ranks, but infatuations will keep. At some point somebody will remind you hata ile joint alikupeleka ya kwanza. Na saa hiyo tu uwezo wake ilikuwa imefika hapo. Unaambia wewe kwanza ulinipeleka nikakula mandazi, hata sijui niliona nini kwako. So you better know what is driving us, especially us who are young and young at heart. Otherwise, if we are guided and directed by infatuation, then we will never know true love. And that is why I think even today somebody told me, ati love tuliachia bees and God. Wanadamu hawana upendo. It's because they are dealing with infatuation. They have not even internalized what is love. And remember, we talked about the 5 languages of love. Situlizisema. Have you started practicing on yourself? Because you can never be able to get from the other person if you yourself, you are not even giving it to yourself. You must give to yourself. How many have gifted themselves since we last? at least. Yeah? How many have taken themselves out? Wengine hata hawajaanza hata moja. Na unagoja upelekwe nje. You always be getting surprises, you know? Niliwaambia you take yourself out. Akikupeleka anakuambia, by the way, last weekend I was in such a place and the music was, you know? Anashangaa kumbe hata sijafanya kitu kubwa, so that afanye yes. Lakini wewe uko tu hapo unataka ushtuliwe na handkerchief. Na utajinunulia handkerchief. Sijinunulia handkerchief akileta unasema next time I feel, you know? Yeah, una appreciate lakini unasema next time because handkerchief uko ndio ulijibaia dozen. Yeye anakuletea moja. It must start with us. Kabla mwenzako ni nini? Si yeye na si hao. Si ndio? Yeah. So what are the pillars? What are the pillars? What are the pillars that sustain a healthy friendship, relationship, dating and courtship? I want to highlight them in the next few minutes. The first one is communication. Communication. And communication does not start with others. It starts with you. It starts with how do you communicate to yourself? Do you even have your me time? And when we're talking about communication, we don't communicate to. It is communicating with. There is a difference between communicating to and communicating with. And this is where we fail in most of our relationships. Because we communicate to, we don't communicate with. Communicating to is like giving instructions, giving your views without allowing the other person to talk about their views. But communicating with, you communicate with an active ear to understand, to comprehend before you respond. But when you communicate to, you react. And there is a difference between reacting and responding. And most of our relationships are being ruined because we react with emotions. Ukiulizwa baadaye unasema I never meant it, but you said it. You may never have wanted to say it, but you said it. So uliza mwenzako, do you communicate to or with? Anasema nini? Mara mingi ni tu. Na unashindwa kwa nini huyu jamaa mbona aniongeleshi na tuliachana vizuri? Hamkuachana vizuri. You reacted instead of responding. And automatically mtu anajikata kona. The next pillar is trust. What is trust? Trust is an active, ongoing choice to believe that your partner or your friend will safeguard your well-being. There is nothing as important as when you know your friend can be able to stand in your gap, akutetee mpaka mwanzo mpaka mwisho. See, that feeling is good. But most of the time, what do we do? What do we do? If people want to get information about your friend, whom do they come to? And you're very eager to talk about them. Trust is one of the pillars. And it is very important because it creates what we call emotional safety. There is nothing that you can lose in this world that is very painful more than your emotions. Kama ni pesa utafanya kazi utapata, si ni kweli? Emotions utatoa wapi? Emotions utatoa wapi zikienda? And how many times are we crushing each other's emotions and killing them and burning them? It is a high time we safeguard through trust. The other pillar is respect. Respect. Respecting each other's opinions, views. Usikiwe mnaambia wale wengine sionangi kama unafikirianga, by the way. Akili yako inakuanga kwa wapi saa zingine? Ati kwani inaachanga akili nyumbani? What are you saying? What is lack of respect for the human being? Ati kuku imekushinda kufikiria. Respect calls for you to respect the opinions, the boundaries, especially respect for boundaries. Most of us, because I said we start with sex before intimacy, they don't even respect boundary. Mtu anasema mimi nataka kugoja mpaka tuoane. Ati anakuuliza nawezaje nilinunua gari kidogo, ati mimi niende nyumbani nigoje niletewe sasa ndio nianze kuitestia. Mimi natestia huko kwa barabara. That is lack of respect. Lack of respect. Si ni kweli? Hivyo ndio mnafanya. Another pillar is commitment. Another pillar is commitment. This is intentional effort and consistency. There is no way you can be able to maintain your friendship, your relationship, or your dating or your courtship if there is no commitment. You have that, you are intentional. You are very, very consistent in what you say, what you do, how you do it, when, how, what, and all that. That is commitment. You don't have to be like a chameleon. Today you do this, tomorrow you do this. Today you say this, tomorrow you say the other. Now, what am I supposed to do? Where do I begin? I don't even know what makes you happy. Because today I do this, you say opposite. Commitment calls for priority. You prioritize your relationship. You make it number one, and you put it number one. Are you sure? Huyu jamaa ananitesa at 5 minutes. Another pillar, this one I may not be able to expound. Shared values and vision. This is a very big and wonderful pillar, whereby now you come together, agree together on how you want your relationship, your friendship want to flow. You must have a line that both of you are on the same page. We can be able to read the same script. Then of course the emotional support. As I said, I deal with young people and they come to my office. And what I've emerged a lot is that most of you are having what you call baggages. Abia mwenzako baggages. Baggages is what we call in late term emotional woods. Si ni kweli? Most of you I know at your age, you have had boyfriends, girlfriends. In one way or the other, they have let you down or you have let them down. Others have gone to a point of even going all the way to dating, courting, almost to marriage. And things have happened. And some of us have developed what we call emotional woods. Some of you have not been able to overcome. Some of you are still navigating through these. But it is possible to overcome. It is possible to. Because I always say healing is an individual decision. It is you to understand and to acknowledge. For sure, I have been hurt. I am wounded. I gave my all, but I never got anything. I gave my all, but I got a quarter. I'm still the person. I'm still the unique individual that God created me. And I need to come. I'm saying that it is important to remember this. that as we dear mwenzako, personal boundaries. Personal boundaries starts by having what we call self-awareness. Understanding who you are. Understanding who? That is very basic for each and every one of us. Unfortunately, it is very hard to understand who you are if you have not been able to unpack 4 things that affect us in our lives: the environment, the situation, the experience, and the people. If you are not able to unpack yourself and get yourself out of those 4 areas, you will never be able to achieve your self-awareness. So it is a high time for us, especially as we are young. First of all, we achieve our personal awareness. Then we create our personal boundaries. And the third thing that will help us also is having what we call a vision board. Have a vision board. A vision board helps you to know, where am I coming from? Where am I right now? Where am I going? And how do I want to go there? Why are we having a vision board? A vision board will help you to know, whom should I bring on board at what particular time, for what reason, and for what purpose. Another very key thing that will help you so that you don't continue having emotional wounds is having what we call values, personal values. Personal values. For those who are working, when you get to any institution, there is always a vision, a mission, core values, core objectives. That is an institution. What about you? Do you have a vision for your life? Do you have a mission for your life? What are your core objectives? What are your core values? Because if you have them, then you are going to be able to create a boundary around you, and you only allow those who are supposed to come to you because they will come to add value. But when you don't have values, each and every value for everyone will become your value. Uliza mwenzako, do you have your values? Anasema nini? Ask them, do you live them? Anasema nini? Anyway, because of time, I think I'll have to stop at that. There is another exciting topic that I wanted us to talk about because of time. What we call understanding love triangle. Have you ever heard about love triangle? How does it happen? When one person is emotionally or romantically involved with the 2 people at the same time, or when 2 people compete for the affection of one, we are going to discuss it some other time. So I wish you all the best. But as I conclude, this is what I want to remind you. Love should not be a competition or a game. Abia mwenzako hivyo. True love involves clarity, honesty, responsibility, and respect for emotions, both yours and others. And you young people, I want you to focus on these key areas of your life: personal growth, your purpose, emotional maturity, building healthy friendships, respecting yourselves and others. And remember, a healthy relationship begins with a healthy person. May God bless you. May God keep you. And may you remain strong and focused. God bless you. I know. Yeah.
Good. Now, so tunaenda kupatia 3 factorial. You know 3 factorial? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. And then all the gentlemen you give her salute. Alafu upate mtu anaharibu, najua ni dikania gani itaharibu. Haya, factorial twende. So, thank you very much, Dr. Lilian.
Thank you.
Now, as you are aware, Catholics were supposed to have a charity one. Unfortunately, because of the venue, we were not able to hold. And we are doing it next Catholicity, which will be on the 7th of August. Now, because of that, we even have one of the leaders who will be taking us through that charity one. I want to invite you. We are going to give you 3 to 5 minutes apples. Then later on, we are going to invite choir to start us off. Choir, give me a chance. You only do 2 songs. So you only do 2 songs, and then you start the exercise. Okay? Now, as we continue talking, remember last Catholicity, we requested for a serious couple that if you are a serious couple and you want to journey with us, Dr. Lilian is part of the team, so please, the number will be protected. If you are a serious couple, so please just text the number, register, and we continue. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us invite this great before I talk about our activity in the coming Catholics.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Kate Domo, and we are here in Nairobi. We do service at Ngara and Jimanji.
So thank you very much. And those are the kids that we're going to bring. What do we do? In service to the needy, we serve especially the street children. There are about 20 people in Nairobi from various parishes, and also from the University of Nairobi. So we serve the street children in Ngara and Jimanji, who are about 50. And this is in fulfillment of the first community of the church. When in Acts of the Apostles, chapter 2, verse 42 onwards, it talks about the first community. And in it, there was meeting, in it, there was the breaking of bread and the sharing of everything that they had. daktari ameongelea kuhusu love and the pillars of love. The love of Christ is taking care of the need. So we are very grateful that you're going to share this with us. You're going to, together we're going to serve 50 children in the hall. We give them a good meal with money that you've raised. Thank you very much. And we're going to serve them like Pope Francis used to ask us, to touch them, to be with them, to experience their life shortly, but in a great way. So we're looking very much forward to do that and to bring our friends from the street here to serve them in a good lunch together with you. But if you would like to continue or to know about the community of San Egidio, which does service every week without break, like Dr. said about love and commitment. Every week without break, you can search us on social media, San Egidio Kenya, or with hash will be around. You can ask our contacts, and you can always, of course, look at the picture. You can always contact us. So thank you and welcome to the next Catholicity.
Thank you very much. So one announcement that I know most of you would like it, but because we talked about it last time, we realized that still kuna watu wenye wamekata kabla ya kuja misa. So with all due respect, basi wengine, with all due respect, kama unajua umekata maji, tunataka kuanza misa. Wewe nikao ulianza sherehe mapema, sasa tunataka kufanya sherehe yetu rasmi. So wewe kwa umeanza sherehe yako mapema, with all due respect, tunaomba utupe nafasi. Enda pale nje upigwe na baridi, maybe vikishuka, tunakukaribisha. Ushuka, wewe endelea hapo mpaka tumalize misa, tutakupatia kofi na tutakupatia maziwa. I'm serious. This announcement from the office, by the way, is done in a joke. I'm very serious. So, sitaki kusema kama kuna kando yako kuna mwenye amekata maji aende nje juu unatoa mtu bahati mbaya, labda umpeke tu wale kusema ile mkono au amekata maji. But with all due respect, if nilikuwa nasema kwa Kiswahili tusichoke, tuko na wageni. Sasa nilikuwa nasema kwa Kiswahili tusichoke. Kama unajua wewe uko kwa hiyo kategori ushapiga sherehe yako, with all due respect, tupatane pale nje, takupepeta haraka zishuke alafu. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So we start the practice. Then in the next few minutes, we will start us. So as usual, we start lazima ishike. Thank you.